All right, we're going to try to keep rain out of the morning commute this morning.
That would be nice.
A couple of showers up along the nature coast, otherwise partly cloudy skies out there right now.
There is a fatal crash in Tampa just reported. It has closed down all eastbound lanes of Hillsborough Avenue at Blue Springs Drive. That's just to the west of the Veterans Expressway.
The great chicken debate. Roosters and chickens are part of Ybor City. They've been there for 130 years. Now there's a new push on City Council to get rid of them.
And a Tampa teenager charged in a deadly street racing crash will now be charged as an adult after the crash that killed a mother and a toddler on Bayshore.
Plus, the queen of social media proves she's got some pull. Kim Kardashian asked the president to free a woman from life in prison. He just did it. A major development in the Bayshore street racing crash that killed a young mother and her toddler. This crash rattled Tampa Bay. It brought changes to Bayshore Blvd. Now, the Hillsborough County State Attorney has charged the 17-year-old driver as an adult. He did not hit Jessica Rabinolt and her 21-month-old toddler Lilia. Officers say he was racing the man who did. Emerald Morrow joins us now in the studio. And Emerald, what does this exactly mean going forward?
Well, Courtney, it could mean that the suspect could face a harsher sentence. It could also mean that some of the protections that 17-year-old John Barano had as a minor will be waived since he will be charged as an adult. So why charge him as an adult? Well, he's going to turn 18 in just 2 months, so it's very likely he'll be of age while the proceedings are taking place. Another factor that may have influenced prosecutors' decision, the serious nature of this crime. At least one of the drivers in this crash was going more than 100 miles per hour in a zone where the speed limit was just 40. Now, that hardly gave the mom enough time to react as she was crossing Bayshore with little Lilia. Now, Barano already faces vehicular manslaughter, street racing, and reckless driving charges, and we're waiting to find out when he's going to be in court so we can make sure to get the latest information for you because we know a lot of you all care about this case, Rob.
We certainly do, Emerald. Thank you. Since that crash, there have been several other street racing incidents in the Bay Area. Just yesterday, the driver of a Dodge Challenger was street racing on North Florida Avenue when he hit another car and hurt someone. It's not just cars. People who live near the Selman Expressway say motorcycles are racing as well. Tampa police say they use videos posted to social media to help identify who's racing and where, but it's usually not enough to build a case.
Something of a cat and mouse game, right? If we expect one bridge, they might go to another bridge. At some point, people have to just get the message that, you know, you could lose your life, you could lose your license, and others could lose their life or be injured as well.
Now, Tampa police say they're trying. They use helicopters and unmarked cars, which is a lot of resources for what is still considered a misdemeanor offense.
All right, 5:02 on your Thursday morning. Good morning. I'm 10 News meteorologist Grant Gilmore, waking up with partly cloudy skies across much of the area this morning, though coastal showers are possible. Not necessarily a guarantee, though, especially up along the nature coast where we are tracking a few lingering showers. Most of that rainfall has dissipated. Crystal River, you had a few showers about an hour ago. A lot of that is gone. Even a few thunderstorms about 2 hours ago. So we'll keep an eye on the coast for a few of those stray showers. Otherwise, partly cloudy outside right now. Temps generally in the middle 70s, though Lakeland, you are a bit cooler now at 70 degrees. Looking ahead at your Thursday, we'll see a 40% chance for those showers along the coast earlier on, and then a 40% chance of rain transitions inland. Otherwise, partly sunny this afternoon with high temperatures around 86. Good morning, Hillary.
Good morning, Grant. Time now is 5:03 and a sad start to our Thursday morning here on Hillsborough Avenue. A person in a wheelchair was either crossing the street or right along Hillsborough Avenue, and a car hit that person, and he or she died. So this is right at Blue Springs Drive. It is a fatal crash investigation. If you're heading this way, all eastbound lanes of Hillsborough Avenue are blocked. This crash happened, by the way, only about 35 minutes ago, right around 4:30 or just before that. So here's your detour. To the north, you have Waters Avenue. Just to the south, you have Memorial Highway.
It is your Say Tampa Bay. Let's get to our question for this morning. Should roosters be banned in Ybor City? So today, this is something the Tampa City Council is going to be talking about. We've just opened up the voting in the last few minutes, and right now, 83% of you say no, they should not be banned, but 17% of you say yes. We want you to keep voting all throughout the show.
make your opinion heard. You can go to our 10 News Facebook page where you can also leave a comment or just vote from your 10 News app right there on your phone. Josh Sidorowitz is live in Ybor City with more on this in just about 30 minutes.
This morning, the commission investigating the Parkland school shooting will meet for a second time. Pinellas County Sheriff Bob Gualtieri is in charge of looking into mistakes made during the response. 17 people died in the shooting. This morning, the group will look at student diversion programs, active shooter drills, and training for school guards. Investigators have already pointed out how 911 calls were routed to 2 different agencies, and poor radio communication slowed down police and deputies. Pinellas County schools are now part of a nationwide violence prevention program. Families of Sandy Hook victims created the Sandy Hook Promise. The goal is to make schools safer. Students and staff learn to recognize the signs a person might become violent. Hillsborough County already adopted parts of this curriculum. This summer, teachers in Pinellas will go through the training.
A Memphis woman is out of prison after President Trump commuted her life sentence in prison. I talked about this last week in Infinity Files. It happened after a private meeting between Kim Kardashian and the president at the White House last Wednesday. 63-year-old Alice Johnson served more than 21 years in an Alabama prison for a first-time nonviolent drug offense. And Kardashian lobbied the president for her release and called Johnson to give her the good news.
I heard Kim Kardashian's voice, and she was the one who told me that that it had happened, that I was free, that I was going to rejoin my family. Oh my God. I'm feeling no handcuffs, nothing on me. I'm free to hug my family. Yes.
Well, you can see that emotion. Kardashian tweeted, telling her for the first time, and hearing her screams while crying together is a moment I will never forget. Alice Johnson was the president's 6th pardon since taking office, and a source tells CBS News that the White House is now looking at pardoning dozens of other people, so we'll keep an eye on that. But Jenny, our Nightside anchor Katie McCall last night did a Facebook Live about this. It got more than 300 comments and counting. So what are people saying about this?
Well, it seems right now that everyone seemed to be pleased about her release. No real controversy here about this. Let's read some of the comments that people posted. Her sentence was outrageous for her crime. Worse, have gotten a slap on the wrist for murder or other crimes. That was from Stephanie. Eloise says everyone has a different story. No one's perfect, but people can change. I've seen it many times. She deserves this chance. But James says if you can do the crime, then you can do the time. Don't go near people that look like they're planning to get into trouble. Stay away for sure. And a lot of people are even saying that if you know someone who was locked up, that they actually know someone who was locked up for a long time, who maybe only did some minor crimes.
Yeah, and this is starting a whole different conversation about prison reform, Jenny.
Definitely.
Can you believe how quickly this happened? Kardashian was at the White House last Wednesday. She's out of prison yesterday.
You know, I have to think that this was being considered even before Kim Kardashian showed up at the president's office, but you never know.
Yeah.
Hurricane season is here. Don't get caught off guard and not have supplies you need. The time to buy them is now.